Good morning. If you guys can see it, there's a bunny. Oh, he's barely moving in the very back of the yard. He was laying flat because the dogs are out there, but he's getting ready to go through the fence into the other yard. I don't think you can see him anymore. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure why he's still hanging out. Anyway, good morning. We had lots of rain last night, finally. It seems like the last few days it's just been going around us, so yeah, that's been a little wild. Yeah, so welcome back to my channel. Good morning. My name is Develle, and this is Roots in Creation. I am tired. I'm tired this morning, honestly. Very slow morning. We had lots of rain last night, so I didn't have to jump up early and come out and water before the sun got up, which I try to do. I try to water before 6 in the morning most times. I'm trying to get some coffee down just to wake up a little bit, but I wanted to give you guys a quick garden tour because everything is really taking off very well. And then there's some stuff that I have to get out of the garden so that I can put in some things for a winter crop. So it's something I feel really bad about. Actually, I really don't. I don't like it, so I do feel bad about it. But my lettuce, all of my lettuce is bolted. I need to find more people in my life, I guess, to come and help me harvest food. So unfortunately, my lettuce bolted, and I'm about to show you guys that now. And I'm gonna harvest some beets and make some juice later with that. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour, show you how well everything is doing. All right, so I got my coffee put down, and let's climb the fence into the garden. So here, as you can see, oh, my lettuce bolted. It finally just got too hot for it. So I'm gonna have to pull all this out today, and these weeds, man, they're always relentlessly difficult. I could literally spend hours out here pulling weeds every day. So yeah, these are all going to get pulled, and they're going to go in the compost pile, which is at the back of the yard, which I'll show you, plus all the spinach. The spinach was done pretty much weeks ago. I just kind of left it in here. But all this is going to go too. And I think I'm trying to debate. I got to go through my seeds and see what I have. But I'm thinking in here I might try to do some cabbage, and maybe some broccoli, some brassicas, because they are cold weather. So for the fall, hopefully we'll get a good crop out of them before it gets too cold here. I mean, we're already at the end of July. Our first frost is typically right around, I don't know, October, between the 1st and the 10th of October. So we have pretty much August, September without it like freezing, and then we may get an early frost in October. I have a feeling winter's coming early up here. I'm not sure why. I feel like it's been hot, but I feel like it's also been very mild this summer. We've had some really hot days, but I'm just kind of feeling like yeah, it's just been a little cooler lately, and with all the moisture that's been happening between Texas and us, this year, I feel like we are definitely headed for an early. I can't even pull them. I have to get my chopper out and come and chop them. Anyway, these are the carrots. Getting ready to start harvesting carrots. And they're still growing. Some of them you can see the little heads popping out of, and the rest of them, they're kind of, I never thinned them, so they're gonna be a little tight in there, but that's okay. So if you can see that, adjust my camera a little bit for you. You can see the head of that carrot right there. So hopefully the carrots will be ready soon. The beets have just gone beet crazy, as always. I love beets, and they always do so well out here. In my garden, I've always had really good luck with beets. So yeah, they are definitely wild. And we have already been harvesting and cooking them. There's quite a few in here, but see, you can see. Let me get the leaves out of the way here. There you can see the head of them. Let's see if I can find a couple bigger ones, because I do need to, I want to make some juice later, so I'm going to pull a couple of the maybe big sturdy ones out. Here's a nice one. So yeah, I mean, they're just beautiful. And they're so good. I just absolutely love beets. I mean, I love them roasted. I love them pickled. I love everything about them. And you have to know that when you get a vegetable out of the ground that has that type of coloring to it, you know for a fact that is full of some antioxidants and some good stuff for your health and your body right there. They always say, chase the rainbow in your food. And beets are one of the most vibrant, most colorful veggies that you could absolutely consume. Let's see. I know I saw some big ones over here too, I think. Let's see if I can find them. I just kind of want to get maybe one or two more out. Oh yeah, there's another really big one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let's get it out of here. Yeah, I mean, they're just gorgeous. I love them. I love them. I'm going to do one more. That'll make a good amount of juice. I love beet juice. Ooh, there's another. Look, guys, let me see. Let me show you. I rarely thin out my vegetables. A long time ago, I watched a video when I was first learning how to garden, and I'm still learning a lot, but when I was first learning how to garden, I saw this person, and they're like, yeah, we just overseed and let them grow in. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds cool and easy to me. I think that I'm going to do the same thing. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And let me tell you, these guys will grow. They're extremely hardy. So these guys, carrots, they'll grow. I don't typically have to thin them out. And they still produce nicely. There's some other really big ones in that bunch. Yeah, bunch of really big ones in that bunch. So I'll come out and I'm gonna pull this guy too. He's a little smaller. And then there's still more, and they're growing like crazy. So yeah, so there you go. That's the beets. Then over here we have kale. And I was a little worried about the kale at first. As you can see, the leaves down here, this is kind of what they were looking like. And I got a little nervous. And man, it just blew up into beauty. Just beautiful kale, and it tastes so good. We've been harvesting it. Jay actually made that zuppa toscana soup on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, when he was home in the evening. He wanted to make some of that zuppa toscana soup, so we threw, obviously it has kale in it, so we threw our kale in it. Oh, it was just so delicious. Like, you can't, it doesn't get better. There's nothing better than fresh vegetables out of your garden, honestly. There's just not anything better. The onions, they're still growing. I pulled the one on the very end that had, I have to watch myself because I didn't put any mosquito spray on and they'll start eating me up. But I pulled the one on the very end that had bolted and bloomed, and it had tiny little bulbs on it. And they said, when I researched it, because this is the first time I've actually grown onions, when I researched it, they did say that once an onion blooms or flowers like that all the energy goes to support the flower or the bloom, and it'll stop sending energy to the bulb. So those bulbs, and they wouldn't have been any good anyway, but the bulbs were really small. So I'm hopeful that these other guys are doing better. You can see I think they're going to be good, but they're still pretty thin. They're not like big fatties. So we're just going to continue letting those grow. It's my understanding that you can harvest onions once the leaves kind of brown out and start really falling over. So that's what I'm shooting for right now. We're just going to kind of hang out on those. My potatoes, I don't know what happened here. I don't know if these guys are just, this is the first year I've planted potatoes also. And they've done immaculate, but these guys are past the 70 days of harvesting. Of whatever they say. You can harvest them in between 70 and like 85 days or something. So these guys are past that. Hang on a second. These guys are past that 70-day mark for sure. The problem is I don't know if they're dying back or if they got blight. I'm a little confused. So we just kind of you could see the leaves. And I'm thinking that they got blight. That's what I'm thinking. But then I was kind of thinking, well, maybe because of how long they've been in the ground, they're just dying back. So maybe they're okay. And that, you know what I mean? And they're just, I don't know, they're just dying and they're going to be ready to harvest soon. I don't know. You guys leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. because, like, again, this is the first time I have planted potatoes. So these are red Norland potatoes, this smaller bunch here. And yeah, I'm really not sure what the outcome is going to be on these. So forgive me. I mean, this again, this is my first year planting potatoes. These ones are silver russets, and these guys are doing phenomenal. I mean, they're starting to get a little brown on the leaves too, but I would imagine, oh, I know what I'm walking through. I keep feeling something on my leg, and I forget we have spiders. I don't have spider mites, I don't think, but we have spiders that have taken up residency throughout the garden, especially the potatoes. Let me see. I hope I don't have, oh no, that's a pretty little moth though. Oh, I scared him. Anyway, these are the silver russets, and they're doing phenomenal. So these guys are well over the 70-day mark. Also, I need to actually research a little more on these ones and see what their time is for harvesting. But it's my understanding we have to let these leaves and stuff die back too before you harvest them. But see, you can see the leaves here turned brown, and this is a different kind of brown than what happened over there. So yeah, I'm thinking those red ones got blight. I don't know. Again, you guys, if you've seen that before, maybe you can help me figure out what to do, or what the final verdict is. I'm gonna dig them up soon. Maybe the potatoes will still be good. If it is blight, I'm not sure. But anyway, the russets are doing well. So I'm really, really hopeful for a really good harvest of potatoes. That would just be amazing. I would feel successful at gardening if that happened. Anyway, this is garden number 1, so let's walk on over to garden number 2. Okay, let me climb over my fence here. Garden number 2 has exploded big time. So I am thrilled, but it needs a lot of work too. That just means I have a lot of work to do out here for it. Look, you guys, there's hummingbirds here. I love the birds. I really do love birds. If I could have a parrot and a cockatiel and an Amazon, whatever you call them all, I would. I'd have them all. I talked to my boyfriend about that, but he said, they're noisy. Birds are noisy. So I guess I'm not getting a bird anytime soon. Anyway, this is garden number 2, and I'll turn you guys around and show you here. So these are my tomatoes, my tomato plants, which I'm actually really impressed. I wasn't sure how these guys were going to do up here, just because I started them, or I transplanted them kind of late, and then it took them a while to root. And then finally they rooted and they have just taken off. So I'm ecstatic. There is fruit. There's fruit coming up. Let me zoom in for you guys if it'll let me. I don't know why. tomatoes. So there's fruit on the vine, little baby maters, and they're kind of all over the place. So I'm really, really excited. These are the cherry tomato plants. I haven't really seen any on the big tomato plants yet, so they're coming though. I mean, they're flowering, so they gotta be coming. They gotta be coming soon. So I'm really excited about that. As you can see, these guys, I'm gonna have to put another support here and another support here soon. My basil is down underneath here and it's doing fabulous. And I'm so very excited about that. This one, I gotta get this guy pulled up. And there's some more basil down underneath there. So kind of hiding underneath there. But I'll get those limbs up and we'll get a little more sun. So my big concern, if you watch my video, I don't know, a week or two ago, is that I wasn't seeing any bees. And now I'm seeing bees. So I'm very excited. But look what else decided to just help itself in my garden. And I've just kind of left him there because he's so cute. But he's just kind of mixed in. He's just kind of mixed in with my peppers. I don't know where he came from. But I'm going to leave him there because he's just cute. And of course I get grass and stuff in here. But these are the peppers. And these took a really long time to root, but they did. And now, as you can see, they're flowering. They're tiny little plants. Some of them, like this one's getting bigger. This one over here is getting bigger and it's got a pretty little flower on it. But for whatever reason, these guys took their time. I'm just pulling some grass out of here. Hopefully, root that one. Yeah, these guys really took their time with transplanting. So next year, I think they would have done really well, honestly. They like really hot weather too. But next year, I think I'm just going to direct sow them just right into the ground and not even mess with seeding them in the house and see if they do better than that, do better like that. These are the cucumbers and they're all flowered out, which I absolutely love. These guys are kind of small too, but they seem happy. I do need to figure out a way to get them up. When I laid out the garden this year, it was kind of like a spur of the moment. I got to get everything in. So next year things will definitely be more, laid out more. They'll be laid out better, is what I'm trying to say. There'll be a better plan for everything, especially for room wise and stuff. But back here I have my peas are growing. I put them in with the corn this time because they said that sometimes I'll latch on to the corn and that they could do really well that way. But I did put up this trellis, so I need to try to, I might have to tie him up a little bit just to try to get them to, let's see if I can put them through there. There we go. I'm trying to get them to latch on to the trellis and not latch onto the beans like that. See how they're wanting to use the beans, and the beans themselves are going to have to be trellised. But look at the pretty, I mean, their flowers are just so pretty. I mean, I just love them. But yep, so the beans are flowering. The peas honestly are starting to flower too. So there's a lot going on out here. And I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm thankful every day. And one thing that I did do when I put in the garden, just because it was my first year out here, is I prayed over I prayed over the garden a lot. These here are my zucchini and my squash. And this is really what I was concerned about with the bees. I was like, oh, I haven't seen any bees. I haven't seen any bees. But look, oh, I think I scared them off. Let's see. Oh, they're there. Can you guys see them? They're just in there doing their work. So I was so happy to see that, because now I know that they'll be fertilized and we'll have zucchini and squash. What I don't want is those stupid, dreaded bugs. Those zucchini bugs. I'm really hoping somehow I can avoid them this year. Look, there's another one in there doing work. Let's see. Oh, there's a bunch in there. Yeah, you can even hear them buzzing. So I'm so excited. Thank you, God, for that. I did pray for bees too. I said, God, please send the bees. Down here I have some sage growing. And then over here I have some dill, which it's looking really, really good. And I think this is the first time I planted dill. But I think that it's ready to harvest. So I'm going to cut some sprigs off. And they say you can just trim it and it should grow back. So hopefully I do that correctly. More beans, peas, and my corn. So yep, things are looking really good. We should have a phenomenal harvest. And I am extremely, extremely excited about that. So those are my two small garden beds for now. I have plans to put in, there's Miko, always chilling close by. He's so funny, he's always watching me. He's never too far from my sight, that's for sure. I guess he's not camera happy at the moment. He's like looking away. There he is. Anyway, he's funny. I don't know where Winston is. Probably in the house. But my plan is to put in like lots and lots and lots of just raised garden beds and just really build it up around here. So yep, that's the work we're gonna do. It's getting bright out here, guys, but I did want to just let me turn this way. That's too bright. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the garden, so you could see how it was going and how it's going up here. We're at, like I said, 7,000 foot elevation, so it's a little different than when we were living in the city. But things are thriving, and I give all credit and glory to God for that, and also the soil. The soil makes a huge, huge difference. If you're in my area, we get our soil from Soillutions. I had soil brought in and mixed it in with our own dirt. And then, oh, and I wanted to show you guys the compost that we've started. It needs a lot of work. I haven't even built the cage around it yet. Okay, so my camera cut out in the middle of me walking back to my compost pile, or getting ready to show you guys the compost pile. I think one of the hardest things that I'm going to walk back there so I can actually show you guys and add this to the video. But I think one of the hardest things that I'm trying to learn is with creating content is that my stuff, like my camera, well, my phone, my video cut out because my phone ran out of storage space. So I had to go in and delete a bunch of files. I don't know. I've paid extra money for extra storage on things, and I don't know. I just keep running out of storage. So I'm trying to figure that out. Anyway, just walking back to the compost pile just because I wanted to show you guys. I honestly have never done compost. This is going to be the first time. Another first for us trying to learn how to do this. And so I didn't want to get rid of all that debris. So what I did is I brought it back here and kind of piled it all up. We'll see how it does. The only thing I'm worried about is there was a couple tumbleweeds in it. It wasn't just, it was mainly grass and sticks, and you can see that, and cow manure, a lot of cow manure, which is great. But there was a little tumbleweeds and stuff. So we'll see how it does. There's some bigger sticks in there that obviously will take a long time to break down. But we're going to build up a cage around it. Let me show you guys. We're going to build up a cage, like a compost cage around it. I will probably get rid of the sticks that are there, or just maybe lay them on top over some cardboard when I cover it. But yeah, this was the debris that I pulled off of that bottom fence. And as you can see, there's like cow manure and stuff all mixed through it. So I didn't really want to haul it off. There's like a lot of sticks and grass and stuff mixed in, and I thought, God, this would be hopefully make some really good compost. So we've just been kind of piling up kitchen scraps on top for now. Obviously all this needs to be mixed in and get really hot. I'll probably, once we get that cage built up, I'll probably cover it with some cardboard and try to mix. I'm trying to watch some videos on composting. So if you guys have a good video or a good beginner guide on turning something like this into a good compost, if you'll share it in the comments with me, I would greatly appreciate that. Again, I'm just watching what's on YouTube and trying to do some research that way. I'm hoping this turns into something great. I think it will. I mean, I don't think we're too far off. It just might take longer to break down, just because there are some bigger sticks and stuff in it. But I mean, it was just so much cow manure and all that, and I hated to just load all that up and get rid of it. I mean, you can see there's cactus, old broken down cactus stuff in it, all kinds of stuff. So oops, now I'm in more cow manure. And then I've just been throwing the scraps on top. Matter of fact, from the beets that I harvested earlier. It's so nice and cool out here today, even though the sun is out. There's a breeze. I'm sure you can hear it. Hopefully not too crazy in the microphone, but there's a breeze out here, so it's nice and cool. Of course, the dogs have joined me on my little adventure here. But I rinsed the beets out earlier. I forgot to do this, so I rinsed all the beets out earlier and broke off all their leaves. I know a lot of people eat these greens, but I don't know how to cook them. Sorry guys, little movement here. Might have to make 2 trips. Let's see. This was a lot. I don't really know how to cook them to turn them into, I don't know, a good side dish or whatever. I know that some people have said, oh, just saute them up. I think I tried that once and I was like, But if you have a good recipe for beets or the beet greens, not beets, but the beet greens that you use, leave me a comment below on that as well. But for now, I've just been adding them to the pile. And yeah. So as you can see, lots and lots of work out here all the time. It's never ending. And as I start adding more to it, it's going to get harder and harder and become more work, but that's okay. I just want the yard to look beautiful. And I'm a believer that, like, even with bringing in the soil that we brought in and mixing that in, that I'm kind of giving back to the earth. And I believe in regenerating the soil and the earth. I do a lot of studying on that and not, doing the no-till method and all that stuff. So I believe that if you give back to the earth, that it will give to you. And it surely has done that so far this year. And God has definitely blessed us with a beautiful property out here. It still needs some cleanup. As you can see, there's still a lot of cleanup to go on around here from, the landlord. She was married and stuff before, and he passed away. So unfortunately, she's the one that all this got left on. But as she has the time and the funds to get stuff out of here, then she will. So anyway, I will stop rambling on. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching my garden tour today, and I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. And God bless you all so much. I'll be praying for you this week. And until we meet again, have a wonderful, wonderful day.